how me getting poison ivy has created a huge quantum shift in my life, my business, my self-image. That's what you're in for in this video. It's a treat. You're gonna fucking love it. I know you're probably sitting there going, what does poison ivy have to do with your self-image or your business? And I'm gonna tell you, I'm glad you asked. This story is crazy. So personally, I believe that the things that go on in our physical body manifest as an extension of emotional and energetic root causes. For example, I know this to be true because, for example, I have been working on rewiring my belief system around my weight, my health, etc. And weight has felt like a form of protection. It has felt like a form of protecting me from being seen as too pretty, too happy. Like if I have a relationship I love, a career I love, and a body I love, that's just too much. That might threaten other women. That might be the icing on the cake that gets me outcast, right? And when I thought about this in relation to weight, the weight started to really like yo-yo up and down when I was bullied in elementary school. I was bullied by women for my hair. They made fun of my hair. I have fucking great hair, so it ended up working out, but I hated my hair. I started hating my body. I started hating myself, right? So working through all of that, I know this to be true that there are energetic and emotional causes that create physical ailments in our body. I recognized this as well when I was really fucking tired. I was really tired, and logically I had no reason to be so tired because I work for myself. I can take a nap. I'm sleeping at night. Like, what is going on? And when I tuned into my intuition was like, you have no boundaries. You're leaking your energy everywhere. You are on call because I do DM coaching. I was like on call 24/7 pretty much. I was checking the messages from clients like every day, all day, or I was mentally thinking about it, right? And so if we're physically doing it or we're mentally doing it, either way, we're leaking our energies. And so implementing boundaries and changing that need to be on all the time in my business, boom, my physical energy started to skyrocket. So when I got poison ivy, at first I was like, oh, okay, well, how the fuck did I get poison ivy? And then after a couple days, I started to go, oh, what is this? That's the wrong question because it doesn't really fucking matter, right? I started to ask myself a different question. What is this poison ivy here to teach me? What is the wisdom that it has for me that's manifesting through this ailment? Because when I get to the root cause of that, I shift that, I heal that. Not only do I then heal what's going on physically in my body, which makes me feel better, I also heal what I'm manifesting externally in my life and business as a result of that root cause of emotion and energy, right? You can tell how excited I am to talk about all of this. It just lights me the fuck up when I have these epiphanies and unlock new levels of the matrix of the game of life. It just makes me so happy. Then I get to help my clients with it. So poison ivy. What was coming to me was poison ivy is an irritation. There is something in your life, Elizabeth, my higher self said, that you are irritated about, that you are not shifting. Instead, you're kind of pushing it down, pretending it's not there, pretending you're not irritated about it, pretending it doesn't really bother you, trying to go with the flow, trying to make everyone else happy, trying to just put the smile over the irritation, right? And that may help for a little bit in the moment, but it's more of a Band-Aid fix, right? It's not really solving the root cause of the problem, which then led me to be an energetic match for the physical ailment, which led me to then manifest this physical ailment through my body because I wasn't dealing with the root cause. So as I started to look at like, what am I irritated about? There were certain aspects of my business and the way that I was operating that were causing me to feel irritation. My choices that I was making were not in full fuck yes soul alignment. There was a part of my self-image that was being mirrored back to me through other people and through how I felt I was being treated. There was a part of my self-image that I wasn't fully seeing and owning my own value in my business, in the work that I do, in the way that I serve, the way that I help, the way that I, the power of this work. I wasn't fully owning it, and it was making me fucking irritated at myself. And also it was manifesting scenarios where I feel like people in my world weren't seeing the value, because the truth is that people don't treat you the way that you treat them. They treat you the way that you treat yourself. So if I'm not fully owning the value of who I am and what I do and how I can change lives and how I can help people heal and co-create their best life, if I'm not fully valuing and owning that, I'm not going to call in people that see that and own that, because people are a reflection of how we're treating ourselves. They are a reflection of how we're valuing ourselves. People in your world are messengers of your self-image. And this is a good thing, because then you start to see how you have so much power to actually control and be a match for people that treat you better, that treat you well, just by simply up-leveling and healing your self-image. So when I started to look at, over the past few days, all the ways I was kind of irritated with myself for not fully owning my value, for not fully believing in my work, for not fully saying the things that I want to say. I say them, I thought I was actually, but I wasn't on here talking about this shit, that's for sure. I wasn't on here going this deep with it. Even though I knew that the work does go this deep, I wasn't fully owning it, right? And so until I shifted that emotion and that energy at the root cause, I didn't then have the inspired guidance to be on here telling you about these things on the internet, in my email list, etc. So that is where the quantum shift gets created. When we get to the root cause of what's going on, and this is why most people do manifestation work and they end up frustrated, or they end up feeling like they're slapping on a bunch of positivity that they don't truly believe, because they haven't healed what's at the root. And so they are looking for the thing outside of them. They're trying to manifest it from lack. They're trying to manifest the clients to tell them that they're worthy enough of success or validation. They're trying to manifest the followers to fill a void. They're trying to manifest the money because it's on a pedestal. They're trying to manifest the relationship because they don't love themselves, right? They have this belief that the external is going to fix something within them, and it doesn't. And if you are capable enough of manifesting what you want from that void, because you somehow kind of manipulate or control the circumstances or force it to work, which never feels good, it feels like complete shit. That's what I was trying to do before I got the poison ivy. You get the thing, if you do get the thing, and it actually amplifies how shitty you were feeling before. Because now suddenly all your power is in this external thing, and you have more that you could lose, which means you feel like you could lose more of yourself if you lose the thing outside of you. This work that I do is about bringing you back to a level of wholeness and joy and appreciation and love and limitless possibility, because that's the nature of who you are. And if the manifestation work isn't doing that, it hasn't healed the root cause of the problem. You're probably trying to shift and heal a symptom of the problem. So like me slapping calamine lotion on the poison ivy wasn't healing the poison ivy, because it wasn't about the fucking poison ivy. It was about the irritation and the irritability that I had within myself for not fully seeing my own value and for not living and breathing that value enough that other people could actually reflect it back to me. And so by healing and shifting that is how I'm on here, able to make this video from this excitement and this space. And that's how I'm healing the emotional root cause of what manifested the poison ivy. And it is so fucking crazy because I started doing this, and then I was watching and I saw this post on Instagram where the woman was literally talking about her man manifested poison ivy, and it was because of an irritation. And it was literally the confirmation of my higher self being like, you are on the right path. And like I said, I know this to be true, and I could spot these things for you when you do the session with me and when you work with me, because I have this ability to read the energy. I have this skill to read the energy between the words that you're saying and to spot the root cause of what's going on that's creating either ailments or feeling stuck in your business, having you feeling super tired because maybe you're over giving, creating a disconnect in your relationship. All of that, like how your partner treats you, how your clients treat you, how your coworkers treat you, all of these things, the health ailments, they are reflections of what's going on within you and you only. And that's a good thing, because then you get to take your power back, shift it at the root, heal it, work through it, and thus reap the benefits of that as that ripple effect goes out. So this is the basis and the foundation of everything that I do. And I am so fucking grateful that I got poison ivy. Like, I'm over here now going, oh my God, I am so grateful. My husband also, sidebar, at the same time that I had gotten the poison ivy, he got stung multiple times by bees, and his foot was so swollen. It looked like he had a kinkle, and his foot was like huge, and you could just see his little toes poking out, but you couldn't see any of his bones in his ankle. And it was like that for like 2 whole days. And he went to try to go do somebody's yard. He has a side landscaping business. He was like, I'm okay. I'm going to do this yard anyways. And I'm sitting there going like, I don't know if that's the best idea, but like, I'm not going to tell that. Like, but like, maybe you should put your health first and not try to like overwork for money and like compromise your boundaries and all of this. He goes out to do this lady's yard. And as he just starts asking her questions, turns out she wants all this extra work. He calls me kind of frustrated, and he's like, what should I do? And I was like, this is a boundary. I go, this is a boundary issue, and you've got to tell her extra work equals extra money, this, that, and the other. And then comes to the surface his real desire. He goes, I actually just don't desire to do this for her. Like, she's not the type of client I want to work with. And then I go, well, there's your fucking answer. And it wasn't until after that he let that misalignment go, that then he got put on the path where he had the inspired idea, like, let me call the doctor, let me get a steroid. He got the steroid one time, he didn't even take the full thing, just healed the foot after putting the boundary in place, right? Practical and energetic here. Yet if we aren't solving the energetic and the root cause, then we're just treating a symptom, and that is going to pop up somewhere else in our life or in our body or in our health or in our relationships. So it's my job to help you spot these things, whatever's irritating you, whatever's frustrating you, whatever's keeping you stuck, and to get to the actual root cause of the problem so that you're not treating a symptom and you're treating the problem. And we are doing that inside of my Quantum Shift Intensives. It is 2 weeks of deep dive self-image work with me, where you walk out feeling more confident, more valued, more trusting of yourself, more connected to your intuition, feeling better, feeling like you have the plan for how to heal or shift or work through whatever it is, and to manifest and co-create the results that you want from that area of your life and or business or career or relationships or whatever area you want to focus on during these 2 weeks together. We are really healing your self-image from the inside out, because until you see yourself as the one of your fucking life, nobody else, nothing else external can mirror back that feeling of satisfaction and validation and wholeness that you are seeking from outside of you. So for those of you that know this is exactly what you want to shift your life, your career, your relationships, you want to get to the root of the problem, heal it from the inside out so that you can be free and clear of it, so that you can feel your best, be your best, and show up as your best, then this 2-week container is for you. We are doing 2 intensive coaching sessions, which are 90 minutes each, and 10 days of DM coaching to integrate all of these shifts together. I'll give you the practices to rewire your subconscious mind, create new neural pathways, and really let these new belief systems sink into your mind, heart, and body so that you have total transformation. So I at first was going to open 2 spaces, may open a few extra, just depending. I'm going to read my energy and see how it feels. So if you know this is a fuck yes, I would grab it right away because there are only going to be limited spots. It's only an investment of $1,111, and there are payment plan options if you select the Afterpay option at checkout. So reply to this email once you're in. If you have any questions, shoot me a DM on Instagram or Facebook, and I'm happy to answer them. And let's rock and roll, and let's shift you into the quantum field so you can create more of whatever the fuck you want in your life and business. I love you. You've got this, and I believe in you massively.